The lights of the gala shimmered like stars caught in chandeliers, music drifting through the grand ballroom as if the night itself had dressed in silk and perfume. Mira Daniels blended into the edges of the room, her simple navy dress far quieter than the glittering gowns swirling around her. She wasn't here for glamour, she was only here to deliver documents for her temp job. Nothing more. At least, that was the plan. Until she felt a hand wrap firmly, but gently, around her wrist. She turned, startled. And froze. Standing behind her was Adrian Wolfe, the billionaire CEO everyone whispered about. Sharp jaw, storm-gray eyes, all tailored elegance and coiled power. He was the man no one approached unless invited. The one with rumors sharper than knives. The one whose presence made entire rooms tense. What are you doing?" Mira stammered. Adrian leaned in, voice low enough that only she could hear. "You're in danger," he whispered. "Pretend I'm your husband." Her breath caught. "What are you talking about? I don't even know you." His fingers tightened just a fraction, not enough to hurt, but enough to anchor. "You will in a moment," he murmured. "Smile." She forced a shaky smile, barely understanding what was happening as Adrian slipped an arm around her waist with the easy, confident intimacy of a husband used to holding his wife close. But his eyes. They were sharp, alert, scanning the room like a man expecting a threat. "Walk with me," he said softly. "Why?" she whispered. "Because if you don't," he said, "the man watching you from the balcony will make his move." Her heart slammed. "Who?" "Don't look," Adrian breathed, guiding her through the crowd like he'd done this 1,000 times. "Just trust me." She didn't know him. But something about his tone, calm, steady, sure, made her follow. The man in the shadows. They moved toward the back of the ballroom, Adrian still holding her as if they were newlyweds sharing a secret. "What does he want?" Mira whispered. Adrian's jaw clenched. "He's been stalking several women through charity events. You fit his usual pattern. I saw him signal someone the moment you walked in." Her stomach twisted. "You saved me," she whispered. "I'm not done yet," Adrian said. He led her into a quieter hallway lined with gold-framed artwork. When the noise of the party softened behind them, Mira finally exhaled. "I can go home," she said. "I'll call security." "No." One word. Hard. "Absolute." "Why not?" she asked, confused. "Because he left the balcony," Adrian answered. "And he's heading this way." A dangerous proposal. Adrian pulled her into a private lounge room and shut the door. Mira backed away until her shoulders hit the edge of a velvet sofa. "Please tell me what's happening," she begged. Adrian loosened his tie, tension radiating off him like heat. "I attend these charity events to monitor certain individuals. Tonight I wasn't supposed to intervene." His eyes locked onto hers. "Until you walked in." "Why me?" "You were alone." His voice softened. "And you looked vulnerable." Heat crept into her cheeks, but fear pushed it away. "What do we do now?" she asked. Adrian stepped closer. "You'll stay with me for the rest of the night. No wandering, no going to your car alone." His gaze dipped to her trembling hands. "I'll get you home safely." She swallowed hard. "Okay. But Mira." His voice lowered. "We have to make this convincing." She blinked. "Convincing?" He took her left hand, warm, steady, grounding. "I need them to believe you're my wife." Her pulse stumbled. "But why?" "Because no one touches Adrian Wolfe's wife." He leaned in. "No one." Her heart fluttered, fear and something else tangled together. "Can you trust me?" he asked. She nodded. "Good," he murmured. "Then let's go." The act that didn't feel like an act. Returning to the ballroom felt like stepping back into a spotlight Mira never asked for. But Adrian played the role flawlessly. He kept a protective hand on her waist. He brushed his thumb over her knuckles. He leaned in when others passed by, whispering things like, "Stay close. He's looking this way. You're safe with me." And every touch, every look, felt far too real. People noticed. In fact, they stared. Whispers rippled across the room. When did Adrian Wolfe get married? Who is she? She's beautiful, he's never looked at anyone like that. Mira tried to ignore the stares, but Adrian's arm pulled her against his side. "I've never seen you at these events," he said softly as they passed the dessert table. "I'm not really a gala kind of girl." "I like that about you," he murmured. She looked up. "You don't even know me." A slow smile curved his lips, a rare, warm, disarming. "I'm learning." Her heart flipped. The confrontation. They were steps away from the exit when the man from the balcony finally appeared, tall, suited, smiling the wrong kind of smile. "There you are," he said, eyes crawling over Mira. "I've been looking for you." Adrian stepped in front of her so fast she gasped. "She's with me," Adrian said, voice like ice. "Walk away." The man laughed. "You're Adrian Wolfe. Since when do you play bodyguard?" Adrian's stare could have cut glass. "Since she became my wife." The man's smile faltered. "Your wife? Is that a problem?" Adrian asked softly, the kind of softness that promised violence. The man swallowed. Then he walked away. Just like that. Mira sagged with relief. Adrian's hand steadied her immediately. "Let's get you home," he whispered. The ride that changed everything. Inside Adrian's black car, the city lights painting shadows across his jaw, Mira finally let herself breathe. "I don't know how to thank you," she whispered. "You already did," he murmured. "How?" "You let me protect you." She blinked, overwhelmed. "Why did you care? You didn't even know me." Adrian looked at her, really looked at her. "Because I've spent years surrounded by people who only want my money or my power." He exhaled. "But when you looked at me tonight, you looked scared, and hopeful, not greedy. Not calculating. Just human." Her heart ached. And that mattered? It mattered too much. Silence fell, soft, charged, fragile. Adrian brushed a curl away from her cheek, fingers lingering for a moment too long. "You were never supposed to be part of my night," he said. "But now." He swallowed. "I can't stop thinking about what might have happened if I hadn't been there." Her voice shook. "I don't want to think about it." "You don't have to," he whispered. "Not with me." What no one expected. When the car pulled up to her apartment, Mira hesitated. "Will I see you again?" she asked. Adrian's expression shifted, like the question mattered more than it should have. "You'll see me tomorrow," he said. "Why?" He leaned closer, his breath brushing her skin. "Because I told an entire ballroom you were my wife." His smile softened. "I won't let that be a lie." Her breath caught. "Adrian. I'm not asking for marriage," he said gently. "I'm asking for dinner." She laughed, small, breathless, disbelieving. "Just dinner?" "For now." "And later," she whispered. His eyes darkened, voice dropping to a confession. "Later? I'm afraid I'll want more." Her pulse thundered, warmth blooming in her chest. No one expected tonight to change anything. But it did. Because danger brought them together. But desire would keep them there. And as Mira stepped out of the car, Adrian called after her. "Mira?" "Yes," she asked, turning. "You're safe," he said softly. "Always with me." And for the first time that night, she believed it.